this and that. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I don't like when people
I
do
do
that.
know what he said. He said that Tom Brady only my friend because I'm a good football player. He said that.
That might be true.
So right. So I guess he ain't never took the friendship
I don't believe that.
for value what it is.
I don't believe that.
And that's why I said, I mean, I can't really speak on too much of it because I'm hearing.
He did the same thing.
I'm
to Big
hearing
Ben.
that he say,
You've been in there
she
with
say,
Big. You in here with Big Ben every day. Y'all kicking it in the locker room, kicking it. Then as soon as you start wanting to cut up, you want to throw Big Ben under the bus too. So I mean, it's hard to believe with him. Man.
So we all do. We can sit here and agree that this guy have mental issues,
I've been said it.
and this individual
Been said
need to get professional help. We can agree on that, right?
I feel like he do, yeah.
You agree on that, Mook? Are you okay? Mook don't think that he have mental issues.
I think he on some bull. I just think he one of the people that's.
Man,
I mean, what mental? I mean, if it is, we ain't hear nothing about it. Like,
No,
he got
that's
problems
not
with
true.
kids.
That's not true. We
What?
heard about this man needed professional help. This man wasn't mentally stable years ago when it was dealing with the females and stuff. They were saying that this man is not mentally.
Just like
He
they
got
said
issues,
about what
man.
Shannon Sharp said about him. Everybody you deal with, you burn the bridge with.
Right.
Down to your personal trainer, your masseuse, your chef. Like, yo, it's bigger. I'm telling you, he got a problem, man. He got a problem. Everybody. So that's why, you sitting here talking about with Tom Brady. No, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. This man burned a bridge with everybody he did come in contact with. Everybody.
That's why I believe he got mental issues. I
believe he do too.
Okay.
I believe he do too.
All right. Cool. That's what's up.
But then you got people like him who just love controversy. Just love to be in the limelight. So it's hard to say with him.
You know, sometimes, man, I don't. If I know that you have individuals out there making money like that, and just think they just so better than the meets the eye, and don't want to go out there and get the help that they need, and just gonna let it all just flop like that, why should I care? So I really don't have nothing else to speak on because I need to know more information. But I think this guy needs some fucking help, for real.
CTE is real, man.
That's what I believe. That's what I believe.
CTE is real, son.
So y'all, I mean, but like I said, beyond the football, I like to take stuff for like what it is, like what I think. We gotta stop, diluting what somebody do for us, especially if you get mad and all that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? We gotta stop that. We gotta stop that. If somebody do something for you, man, be appreciative. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't like what's going on at that point. What was done was still done.
When y'all get a chance, I'm gonna show y'all this. This right here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna show y'all that. That's what I'll be looking at now. I mean, I've learned something about that.
All right, boom. With that being said, what else? Man, because we'll come back to that. Once we find more detail, we'll come back to that. Move. What you had in the upcoming news with the, you said it was something going on with a fire?
Yeah, it was New York City. Just want to send out, heartfelt prayers out to all the families that was lost, man, and the children, man, innocent kids. It was a fire in New York City. 19 people died. 9 of them was children. Anytime you hear anything about kids dying, it's tough. It's hard to swallow. I mean, you don't want anyone to die, but when you talking children, haven't had a chance at life yet. You know what I'm saying? It's tough. So we just wanted to send, from everybody talking about it, send our condolences out, prayers and everything. Keep the family in mind.
Not just only New York, but up in Philly too. And I want to say both of these buildings was, if I'm not mistaken, they had, well, one of them was an apartment building, but both of them had they was under the management of their local city,
Okay.
So public housing, which
public housing. So, is public housing doing their job, such as smoke detectors and things of that nature? And some of these buildings are so freaking old. Like, some of these buildings need some other shit going on.
Ain't no sprinkler
Yeah,
systems.
you know what I mean?
Ain't none of that.
Right.
Yeah, ain't none of that.
So some of these buildings need some shit. Like they did the one up here, Lake Drew Drive, they changed it and put sprinkler systems all in that. I think they need to look at it, and I think that the public need to enforce these sprinkler systems in these people's houses, man. You know?
Right.
I think we need to do that.
Found that shit.
Yeah.
I got something to say, man. I got a spill for this week. I got a little spill for this week because we getting real sensitive these days in how you would say America.
Oh yeah. I gotta spill my motherfucking self, boy. Go ahead, son.
How you would say walk with America and all that. We get sensitive, man. So earlier today, I posted a little thing with Steve Madden, right? Nothing serious. For everybody that might not be familiar, Steve Madden basically is a shoe company,
He mock all of it.
and he basically kind of mocked
High-end
all the high-end people that's out there, right? I mean, literally, like, it's to the point, man. I really want to study to see if I even thought it was kind of wasn't even legal for real. Like, I mean, literally, like somebody come out with a shoe, he mocks it, puts it in the store. I made a little joke earlier today. I just had to be around the mills over the weekend, and I seen if anybody familiar with the new Prada boots, they got like a little pouch on the side and all that. Took a picture of it, posted it. Man, I got vibes back. Everybody can't afford these. Everybody can't afford the Prada shoes and blah. It's just like a whole bunch of it wasn't. I ain't gonna call it really like negative, but I will say it felt like everybody was kind of not coming at me, but kind of like basically on some, well, everybody can't afford this, and whatever with the, I don't mind, I still support them, boom, boom. My thing is this, right? I'm a connect it back. I'm just kind of start from the beginning, Lord, but I ain't make this long. I don't know if y'all remember coming up back in the day. Pretty sure you remember. Remember coming up, Pro Wings?
Yep, I used to have them, XJ9100s, Kangaroos. I had all that shit because my mother would not buy me no good shoes, but she buy me all the name brand clothes. But go ahead.
So to all the 80s babies out there that ain't get a chance to had to suffer through this, coming up when we was young, right? If you couldn't afford the actual shoe, which ours wasn't Gucci there back, there was basically like Nikes and Adidas and those type of things. The person, your mother, your parents, whoever it was, will go to and get you a pair of Pro Wings. We'll go to Payless. Get you some Pro Wings. This is the worst thing somebody could have did to you, like at a young age. I'm talking about this can almost.
Yes, I hate it.
This is almost a lifetime term.
I hate it. Shit.
It was tormenting.
Yes.
Like you got joked, you got cracked. You know what I'm saying? They treat you like some piece of trash coming up.
That's why I fought and got in fights because make sure nobody don't try to crack on my shoes. But we gonna fight.
Exactly.
You
So
already
with that
know.
being said,
You already know.
not that
Fortunately enough, I never had to experience that part.
Pro Wings. Come on,
Shit.
man.
I did. Watch it.
I
watch
said I'm
it.
gonna grab it.
I did,
You
man.
know, project
my,
dudes, man.
man, listen, man. My mother, it's not like she couldn't get them, but she wouldn't do them due to the fact that I would dug a pair of shoes. So but all the little alligator shirts and the leads and all that stuff, I had all that. I had that. The clothes, I had it. I was laid out.
I'm trying to tell y'all. 2 blocks down, you like $1 million. Till they get up close on you, man, you will get you will get blasted, man. It was one of the things where you could be traumatized for life, man.
Homeboys used to have it.
They would traumatize you for life, man. Seriously. So I'm not really comparing. I ain't gonna compare Pro Wings to Steve Madden, but they to me feel like the updated version of Steve Madden. Now, I will say that it's a little more kind of, not expensive, but it's a little more upgrade, but it's still like what we would consider pro wings back then. You know what I'm saying? So everybody coming at me, man, everybody can't afford the stuff you can afford, this and that, all this old, you know. Check this out, y'all. I'm gonna say this to all people out there. Life, not being able to afford whatever you want in life is fine. It's fine. It's not, we talk about materialistic things here. We're not talking about food. We're not talking about somewhere to live. We're talking about materialistic things. That's all we're talking about. So I don't want nobody to get out of hand and out of context, think we're talking about, you know, homeless people outside. No, we're talking about simply materialistic things. You can't afford it, it's fine. I know social media and all these things got us in the uproar and got us living lives that we really don't have and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of pressure and all those things on kids. I get it. But it's just materialistic things, man. We can't afford it, it's fine. Everybody don't supposed to be able to afford everything. I don't want to be able to afford everything. I'm fine with not being able to afford everything. It gives me something to look forward to. It gives me something to work hard to try to get. You get what I'm saying? Everything's supposed to be equal. You don't supposed to be able to afford everything. It just doesn't work like that. And I'm fine with the way things are in that nature. So we don't need to get too softened and upset about, you know, because people took it out of hand. It was really just about saying it's a difference between being a copycat and being influential. You get what I'm saying? If somebody influencing you, if you see somebody doing something that influence you to do that, that's fine. But a copycat, I mean, silly, just distinctly.
You would think it's funny because when you look at them boots and all the stuff that Steve Madden do, all the fake Louboutins, because he do it all. He did them all.
Man, I didn't know he did that much. So my daughter sent me the pictures. I'm like, she did.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, this is crazy.
So, but you would think that well, I guess they can't. But if you didn't know any better, you would think it was a trademark infringement.
That's what I'm saying.
Is it?
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna investigate that and I'll get back to y'all with that next
no,
one.
Do he do it? Yeah, he might change something on the shoe that you might not notice it. It might be something they changing on the shoe where they can't come at him, man. And besides, you know that I can't knock him. I'm not gonna knock him. I'm not knock anybody else that does it. The reason why I'm not, because you have a different profile of people that wears, you know, this or can afford this or can't afford that. Now, so
to put you up to speed, I was saying so you can speak on it. The whole thing was people started coming
at you.
Right, and about saying basically it's like I was down at people.
Well,
like you're down at people and all that.
You know, if they see somebody at a award show with a dress, and then they come back and they say 2 weeks later somebody made the same dress, but now you're not paying $900 for it. Now you're paying $200 for it. See what I'm saying? That's what basically Steve Madden do. You see what I'm saying? He just make it affordable for everybody, and that's why he's still in the business.
He just give you the look.
Yeah, that's why he's still in business.
He give you the look. He give you the look with the affordability.
That's why he's still in business. That's exactly why.
But see, to me, that's like, man, these people, these companies, you know, we sit there and you pay people or you do it yourself, whatever it is, it's somebody else's vision and creativity. You get what I'm saying?
You gotta think about the Manolos. Remember the Manolo blocks?
Mm-hmm.
The high knee boot.
Mm-hmm.
The butter color. He did, that's what they called them, the Steve Madden Manolos. Remember? He had them enough. So he goes that far back from, you know what I'm saying?
Well, Jay-Z, man, we go back to the Jay-Z. Remember your boy said it.
What?
Remember we said something, these are not something straight from Steve Madden.
Oh yeah, exactly.
But, I mean, it's do we really want to, see, the conversation earlier got deep. I had talked to different people. I heard somebody say, well, you know, some people want to look like that
Man.
and be like that. But I'm saying in general,
Fuck that shit.
do you want to be like that when it's not really what it is? I mean, maybe I can't understand it because I was a person that always was influenced when I seen something I couldn't get. It more influenced me to grind or to try to or find a way to get it. It never made me want to get something like it. You get what I'm saying? It never made me want to copycat it. You get what I'm saying? I never wanted to put something that wasn't on there and it belonged on there on it to make it seem like it was something else. So this is what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what's people were saying? Like, you know, I'm basically I should be ashamed for saying like worrying about what or saying something that people want to be like. I'm saying if you want to be, if you really want the products, figure out a way. You get what I'm saying? Try to.
I'm gonna say this, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, every once in a while, if you want to buy some name shit, that's fine. But it's not about the name of me. I'm just speaking on me. It's about how whatever you buy, how you wear it. Cause a motherfucker can look like $1 million in something they got from out of Marshalls, H&M's. You still looking fly as shit. You understand what I'm saying? So,
But that's what I'm saying.
So
that's what I'm saying. But
yeah,
people took that out of.
Yeah, so people, you know what I mean. It is what it is, you know what I mean? People gonna make the price of whatever they gonna make it for. You know what I mean? The only thing I have the problem with one person that I know is Jordan, because I don't like how he released shoes and I think that it causes too much violence when he released shoes. That's the thing I don't like. That's what I don't like.
I mean, but if you want to copy something, I mean, you don't have to. It don't have to be a copy to everything, yo. It don't have to be. You don't have to mimic everything. Let something be what it is, and if it's a way to get it, it's the way to get it. You get what I'm saying? Like I told you, with my man took me out to eat not too long ago. I told you about the spot. I can't get in there. You get what I'm saying? I'm fine with that. I can't get in there. He got walk. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to sneak in there. I'm not trying to bamboozle, finagle my way in there. You get what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Some shit you just ain't.
I gotta call you and see how you made up.
Some
that
things
suit.
is just, you know, it's just made for certain things, and that's fine. I like things being made for certain things. You get what I'm saying?